All right, and welcome back, everybody. It's been a month, I think, at least a month since I last streamed. I've posted some Yu-Gi-Oh videos here and there, in between, but honestly, yeah, I just haven't felt like streaming for like the last month. But hey, we're back, and we got Final Fantasy XVI DLC, Echoes of the Fallen. Now, there are a couple of side quests that I have to complete that I hadn't done yet, so I didn't know I had to do those before I could start it. So we're going to start with those two side quests, and then once they're out of the way, we will be able
Oh,
to start
Clive.
the Echoes of the Fallen.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing. It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it. His will? How and where? In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father. I'm surprised anything survived down there. Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me? Of
So
course.
first we complete
I
Where
want to
There's
know
a
what's in that
Will,
letter as much as you do.
and then
Very
after
well.
that there's another mission
I'm
called
ready to leave when you are.
Priceless. And once we complete both of these missions, then we can do the DLC. So we're gonna have to take these out, but I think that'll be fairly easy. Oh, perfect! Nice! That is perfect. Um, where's Zero? Trying to remember, where is Zero? I can't remember. I haven't played it in so long. I forgot where Zero is. Wait. Hold on, it'll come back to me. Oh, make to Tabor. Okay, that's where we have to go. Okay. Huh, told you to come back to me. Hi. Okay. No, that's perfect.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father.
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Hold on, I'll read that in 1 second. Nice. I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the blight still looms. And only with all Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you. From their father. Nice.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see.
Ooh,
We
gets
do
to
at
slay
least know where
griffins.
to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
And another thing that we got for the DLC was Cloudstrife's Buster Sword. So that is the weapon that he currently has. Well, he's got the Defender 2 equipped, but we're using the appearance of the Buster Sword. That way we can keep the Defender stats, but have the appearance of the Buster Sword. So that's the sword that he'll be using.
Titan's Wake is to the south of here.
A little fast travel. Oh, looks like we want to head that way. And I think I've got all the same equips attached. I don't even think I checked
Nice
anything.
peeled, Joshua.
Yep.
There it is. For House Rosfield.
Another one bites the dust. Nice. Got the Heartstone.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Godotha will know.
Thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame, it is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your Grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Godotha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith. The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Godotha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Godotha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Should we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
I remember where it was at. I keep forgetting where everything is located. Of course, it's been a month since I streamed, and it's been longer since I played this game, so yeah, I don't remember where anything's at.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
Save the world? Of course. We've overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
I'm just gonna ignore all the enemies because they're not worth going after. There we go.
It's just back there.
Yeah, in a sense, wasting time on the small fries.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
Try to get through these two little missions as quick as
You'll have
possible.
Clive,
We'll definitely start Echoes of the Fallen tonight.
and we'll keep trying. because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself.
Didn't realize I had to complete any
Even
quests before starting
if
it.
meant standing against the very
So it's just something
gods
that they
in
would add that
heavens.
you could just start at any time.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may, that you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
If you didn't notice it, that was his father's spirit standing behind him. There was someone in red clothing, and that was
You will lay down.
his father's spirit. By the time he turned, it was gone. And if you weren't, you might not have noticed it. I barely noticed it.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
And that is it for the first mission that we have to finish before we can do it. A little something for his chamber. Next, there should be a quest. Let's go back to the hideaway, because now there should be a quest for Jill. And once that's complete, we should be able to do Echoes of the Fallen. Let's see. Three's Company, Nobody's Tool, Trial and Error. Could be the Missive. Let's go take a look in his chamber. Okay, so I think this is the next one we have to do. Okay.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Yep, Priceless. That's the second quest we have to complete. After we complete that, we should be able to access the DLC quest. Yeah, I meant to come back and do all these side quests that are here. There's a lot of stuff to do with the game still. Maybe I'll finally come back around to all that.
Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. And to let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Time to go look for snow daisies. So I think we want to go start here. I think that's where we need to go. Oh, okay, yeah, it's right there. Perfect. So that's what was behind here. This was that one path that was blocked that we could never get into.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but... it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
So wait, now we gotta go right back to the hideaway? Oh, come on. That's actually kind of disappointing. We just left the hideaway. Would have rather have just followed dragon for the snow lilies. So I'm pretty sure when they say the backyard, yeah, they mean where they grow plants.
Say what you will, Lady Karen's... This should tide us over until the new moon.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow.
Yeah, I think so too.
Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Surprised I didn't think of that.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows.
For anyone just joining the stream, thanks for coming. Tonight we'll be starting the Echoes of the Fallen DLC. There are a couple of prerequisite missions that have to be completed first, so I'm doing them now. We've completed one, and we're on the second. Once we complete this mission, we'll be able to start the DLC quest. So we haven't quite started it yet. We have to do this one first. The Royal Meadows. Where are the Royal Meadows at? Is it out here? Let's see. Because I didn't see a quest marker over that way. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're just going to go up through here and then head over there, because I don't see any other obelisks that are any closer to it. So we'll just have to hoof it. Maybe we'll hop on the chocobos.
The garrison is threatening
Might
to
save a
pull their
little bit of
sentries from the
time.
markets if we don't cooperate.
I would speak with this duke.
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform.
Let's ride our chocobos. Let's see, gallop. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore them.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even stop?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
I don't think we have to fight them. Was that it? Maybe not?
What do you see, boy?
Ooh. Okay. New challenger.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Well, that was easy.
That was harder than I expected.
I guess we have different opinions. I thought it was rather easy.
But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Well, once this is complete, so we're just about ready to start the DLC quest. Very shortly. I'm rather anxious to see what that has.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Now, where is Jill? Oh, there she is.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me.
I mean, it'd be great if a dragon showed up and we could fight that.
I don't know what to say.
I love fighting
You don't need to
dragons.
say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you. Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted.
Oh, of course not.
I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Yeah, I'm debating, because normally I used to stream the Final Fantasy games on, at least the
Before we broke
15
camp,
and 16.
the morning after the
I was
storm,
streaming them on Twitch,
do you
but
know
the
what I
videos
did?
don't last on Twitch. on
What?
YouTube, if I do this here, it'll last. The videos won't go
I
away.
slipped away from my governess to climb the tall.
I don't know what to play on
And
Twitch
from
now.
there, I saw a sea of
I might get
petals,
something new.
all reaching for the sun.
We'll see.
And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come.
I thought so
That
too. Thank you.
That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Ooh, that's sweet.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
And let's fight a dragon. I know I want to fight a dragon. I can't get over that. No? No dragons? Okay. Didn't want to spoil the moment, I guess. Maybe we'll get to fight a dragon in the DLC. I don't know what's waiting us in
We
that.
should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Okay, now we should be able to go back to the hideaway and proceed. Oh, something else for the chambers. Ooh, and something for the diamond dust ability. Cool. Now we should be able to go back to the hideaway and start the DLC quest, I hope. I think those are the only two prerequisites. Oop, yep, there it is. Sweet. Let's head back and check that out. That is what we were looking for.
Still alive, are you?
Echoes of the Fallen.
Is something the matter, Karen? You seem perturbed.
Don't know. How clever of you to notice. But yes, something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
Some sort of crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that color before.
Aye, well, that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They're calling them dusk crystals, on account of colour.
I see. And they could be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pipe, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
I hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
Yes.
I think everybody feels that.
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies. What did you two do now?
And dragon.
Stay calm,
Maybe?
both of you.
I feel like there'd be a dragon here. Maybe? No?
Who needs a lantern when you've got one of these? All that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
Could be a
That
dragon.
sounded close, Chief. Really
I mean,
close.
it's something.
Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those who run.
Wait for
Sometimes
us,
that's good
Chief!
advice. Okay, probably not a dragon. Ooh, I like that.
I've never felt a tremor this far inland before.
Me neither. But then, I'd never seen skies like these till a few moons ago, and it's been all change ever since. Come to think of it, the first anyone ever heard of these dust crystals was after you lot came back from the Dominion and brought this bloody weather with you.
Do you think the two things are connected?
Who knows? Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers. And with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff they'd never have touched before.
The question is, who's selling these crystals and where are they? Wait. This color. They couldn't be from Origin, could they? No, that wouldn't make sense. I saw it form in the sky, and that was long after we returned from the Dominion. But if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other mother crystals, then... does that mean...
That you missed one? Aye. That were my thinking, any road. Another mother crystal we didn't know about.
I'll speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you. Get him to give it a once-over, case it rings any bells.
Right. Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this, too.
Right again. I will. Let me go and find Joshua, and we'll meet you in the shelves.
Chasing the Echoes. Quest destinations for Echoes of the Fallen are indicated with purple. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right-hand side of the screen. These will temporarily replace main scenario objectives. If you wish to restore main scenario objectives to the to-do list, you can do so on the Journal tab in the main menu. Okay, cool. Very shui.
Joshua, we need to talk. Karen's caught wind of something that I don't think we can afford to ignore.
Aye. That is troubling. Not least because the Undying made no mention of these dusk crystals in any of their recent reports.
So they weren't aware of them either.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they merely deemed them unworthy of my attention. Wrongly, I might add, for I am inclined to share Lady Karen's misgivings.
Then we'd better take her advice and consult Hippocrates forthwith.
To the shelves, then. With our combined insight, I'm sure we'll discern something of use, be it no more than a place to start.
Let's hope so.
There you are. I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything I told you.
Thank you, Karen.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal? One we never knew existed?
Every other shard in the Twins did. Why should these dusk crystals be any different? Dim though they may be.
We know they first appeared on the black market shortly after Ultima cast Primogenesis, darkening the skies. So might the two be connected? Could the spell have created a new mother crystal, perhaps? A replacement for the ones we destroyed?
What do you think, Hippocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original mother crystals were of Ultima's making, does it seem likely that he would have need of anything so palpably inferior? No. I hazard that it was not Ultima who created these crystals, but humanity. More specifically, our fallen forebears, whose wonders litter the land even now. Legend holds that the fallen challenged the gods in order to win their power, and came tantalizingly close to doing so. It seems only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the crystals which the gods bestowed upon them.
So they could make their own.
Precisely. You may recall that the tale of the sins of Zemeckis begins with the colloquy of the sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before waging their war to learn what little remained. It is perfectly possible that an understanding of how to craft crystals was among their many achievements.
Among their many achievements, prior to their fall.
Indeed. The same enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which icons derived their name, and turned them against each other in the Magitech War. A pointless conflict which served only to make its victors more confident of their right to supplant the gods on high. And when at last they ventured to do so, the resultant imbalance in the ether is said to have been so great that the skies themselves turned black and began to boil.
Ooh.
The first recorded Arcade sky, I suspect. Which brings us back to the matter at hand. It is my belief that these shards are the product of a long-slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life by a similar etheric upheaval to the one which accompanied its creator's fall.
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source. Karen, where did you buy this one?
Down in Port Isolde when I was scratching around for supplies. Since the Imperials buggered off and took the tariffs with them, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff on the docks. Go and have a chat with the mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's got some good lads there. You know when to keep a watchful eye and when to turn a blind one. Oh, and take the crystal with you. Might be your key to the underworld.
Thank you. I will.
Shall we then, brother?
I'm coming too. If there is another Mother Crystal out there and it's anything like the others, you'll need all the help you can get.
I was hoping you'd say that. One more time then. Together.
Ah, it's too bad we can't have Sid along somehow. That'd be fun. Be nice to have Sid back with the group again. Even if it was just in some sort of, spirit form. Wouldn't that be cool? Plus then we could have Sid's music playing.
Samuel, slow down! Not bloody likely!
I think those were the Three Stooges from earlier.
Fuck me. They're fast on their feet.
What's going on here, I wonder?
What indeed? Let's ask.
Excuse me. Who were those men just now?
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and legged it. I chased them all away from the gates, but they're swift as hares. Still, at least we kept the bastards out. Don't need their kind stirring up any more strife.
And what manner of strife have they been stirring up, exactly?
Hey? Are you joking? This business with the crystals?
Sorry, we've been away for a while. What's been going on?
All right, I'll humor you. After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Way he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamoring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favored shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought them by the bucket-load knew that. And they were baying for blood when they found out. In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted things. And we've been searching the pack of every trader who's darkened our gates ever since.
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these dusk crystals?
Why, you're in the market for some. Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact, I put a few gil on it.
We might still be able to catch them.
We might.
If you are heading up that way, you want to keep your sword handy. It's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days.
Understood. We'll be careful.
It's okay, we've got a Buster Sword now.
If those men were selling dusk crystals, I think it's unlikely that they will risk returning to Port Isolde.
Which means this might be our only chance of catching them.
Okay, we can't fast travel, so we're gonna have to hoof it.
Company.
Where are they?
Still some distance ahead, I'd wager. They were making a good pace.
I think I'll just ignore them.
There's another one.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
I think it's coming along smoothly.
I just hope we haven't lost them.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Perhaps one of those merchants has seen something.
Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
What do you mean?
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road, screaming at them they were. Your crystals are your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Up that way.
Towards the Old Hill docks. If it's help they seek there, they won't find any. But perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Let's hope so. And then we can find them before their pursuers do. Thank you. And please, take care on the road. Come on. They're no good to us dead.
Lead the way, brother.
Very true.
So the bandits haven't found them either. There's still time.
You lot took a wrong turn. Bad luck.
Sir! Lord Rosfield sent you to sell swords.
focus on finding the traitors.
I'll be taking that sword. This way.
Who the fuck is the one of you, eh?
Suppose that's overkill. I don't know if are we just supposed to take out all the bandits, or... Oh, okay, here we go.
Don't think I can go on. Chief, neither.
Yep, that's Mo, Curly, and Larry.
I'll reach. This should be far enough. Chief? They've found us. It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Gentlemen, a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you can take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself. If you've got a plan, Chief. Tell us you've got a plan. Of course I've got a bloody plan. Good things and all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Are you mad?
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like. Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand. What? Him?
Wait, I'm not...
Do let us know if you need any more help.
I can't say I care for those guys.
Clive.
No. But they'll wish they had.
I'll carve you like a suckling pig and feed you to your fucking dog.
Let's see how much of a beating they can take. Ooh, that's a nice finish. And they could not take much of a beating.
Did you see which way they went?
North. Making for 3 reeds at a guess. After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail. There was something odd about those 3. They seemed less like merchants and more like...
charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his money.
Then why am I not amused?
Yeah, again, we're just gonna ignore the small fry. Not worth wasting our time on.
What did he find, boy?
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Another group of bandits.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace.
They wouldn't risk stopping at Martha's Rest, would they?
Not a... We hope to pass unnoticed.
Then we'd better stick to the swamps.
Alright, I think I see them up ahead.
All right, lads. I think we finally lost them.
Then think again.
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that. Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did.
Truly a charlatan.
Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now, you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us.
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight to...
Are they getting worse?
Ooh, that definitely looks worse.
Clive, the tower.
Well, that's new.
That's impossible. Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower? Quiet, you daft sot!
Well,
What would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been
I
there.
think that's where we need to go.
Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that if you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Yeah.
Clive, trouble.
What? Oh.
To be fair, first I thought he was faking too.
Wait, don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then. I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway.
This shouldn't take too long.
cake. Actually, cake sounds good.
Well, that was ill-timed.
But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
That's twice we've saved them now.
I don't see anyone.
I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home? And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours? What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean... The Dusk Crystals, aye. Halleck? Marnik? We're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do. But the lights, Chief. What about the lights? First you whine about it being too
Yeah,
dark,
these guys
then you whine
definitely
about it being
feel
too
like
light.
Mo, Curly, and
Think
Larry.
about how easy it'll
I
be
just
to
get
mine
such a
now.
Three Stooge vibe from these guys. They could probably give the Stooges a run for their money.
And you're sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas, not. I have seen it labeled Sage Spire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
A Mother Crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to Eastpool and make our approach from the dim. To think there could have been a Mother Crystal here in Rosaria all...
Let's see. Those two are about the same distance, but this one's a little bit closer, I think. Yep, from the dim. That's where we're gonna go. Oh my gosh, what? There we go.
Are those... goblins?
Looks like
what are
it.
they doing in the Deadlands?
Look what they're carrying. I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
Well, they certainly aren't welcoming gifts.
Clive, remember where we are.
No magic. Right. They're even uglier up close. You're right.
I'll manage.
Nice try. traitor! Too slow.
Oh yeah, I forgot I can command Turbo too. I forgot about that. I should have used Turbo just then. Or at least I should have used the commands.
Let's hope that was the last of them.
Indeed. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have to rely on steel alone.
Clive? Joe? You may want to see this.
What?
It was open when I found it.
Someone was in a hurry. 3 guesses as to who.
Then this must be their way into the tower.
There's only one way to find out.
The Sage Spire. Ooh, pretty. Very nice.
Somebody's woken this place up. The question is, who?
Well, I can tell you who it wasn't.
Unauthorized biometrics detected.
Someone's here.
Initializing security scan. Safety protocols disengaged.
I don't think that was someone, Clive. I think it was the tower.
Either way, it doesn't sound like we're welcome. Keep your guard up.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
I think my powers have returned. You?
Same. There's ether here. An abundance of it.
Over here! Get him! Farewell!
Oh, we can't go down there. Never mind. I was like, what's down there? Heart Flame, or Hearth Flame. Some opponents will cast a spell, Hearth Flame, to summon a magic sphere that protects a nearby ally. Enemies accompanied by that can be identified. The sphere can be dispelled by attacking it, but be warned melee strikes will deal Clive damage, so ranged spells are recommended.
They're all goblins. So now we know where they got their weapons. But how long have they been hiding here?
I'm glad you like it. It's pretty cool so far. Let's go for a full charge, I think, on this.
Crystals everywhere.
Well, that's one mystery solved.
But there's no mother crystal.
Yet. We still have plenty of tower to explore. I know that voice. Come on. Well, look who it is.
Oh boy. Finally got something big to fight. Still not a dragon, but yeah, very cool looking. Very, very neat.
Warning. Warning. Core defense systems engaged. Initiating sterilization lockdown.
That doesn't sound very pleasant.
What are you talking about, Joshua?
Good things, lads. Good things.
I think it's time to run away. Nope, too late.
Hey! Over here. Take your friend and get out of this place. Now!
And will they run away? Or do the fighting?
Sounds about right.
I think you've made it angry.
Fireball to the side of the head will do that.
Ultimate wins! All yours, Trozzle!
Got him. Ooh, living tissue. Used for crafting. And, ooh, a new weapon. Fallen Enforcer. Sweet. Got a new weapon. I hope everyone's enjoying the show. I'm glad that you are. Let's keep going. Wonder if we can upgrade that. Yeah, that was pretty...
Sentinel 503 offline. Initiating emergency core relocation protocol.
Core relocation.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that was the heart of a mother crystal.
And it's relocating it. Scary cool indeed.
I knew that fallen thing was no match for you. Allow me to apologize for earlier. That was, ill-played. All born of a misunderstanding, though. Can we start again?
We don't need your apologies. We need answers. And you're going to give them to us.
I suppose you'll be wanting to know about the tower, then. As you've probably guessed, this isn't the first time we've been here. Fact is, my people have been coming to this place for centuries.
Have they now? To these ruins in particular?
Aye, well, they, talked to us, told us what this lot was all for.
And what is it for?
Well, believe it or not, the Fallen were actually using this place to make their own, mother crystal. Though, despite years of searching, all we ever found was shards.
Then, Harpocrates was right. It would seem that the Fallen did indeed acquire the god's ability to craft crystals.
I wouldn't go that far. The shards aren't exactly divine. They're not even what you'd call decent. But they're better than nothing, and nothing is what our people had before we found them. So we've been coming here ever since.
But these dusk crystals have only recently appeared on the black market. What made you decide to start selling them?
The skies. Once they went dark, the crystals started growing back, till there were more than you could count. And with the mothers all cracked, anyone with anything that could muster so much as a spark had people queuing up to take their coin.
Yes, at a cost to us all. Quality apart, these crystals are no different from the ones the world has been using since the dawn of time. And it cannot continue.
No, it cannot. While this is clearly none of Ultima's doing, there can be little doubt but that it serves his cause.
Then our path is clear. So let's do what must be done.
Wait, you lot aren't thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Oh, I think there's a good chance we are.
But, what about the tower's defenses?
Wow,
That
indeed.
thing you just fought, it won't be the last one.
And the further you climb, the worse they'll
Ah,
get.
that last one
How
was
about we
easy.
head back to Martha's before someone gets hurt, eh?
That is sound advice, which I suggest you take before someone gets hurt.
Are you sure you don't want to think this over? We could talk about it outside, where it's safe.
I've never seen anything like that in here before. I swear.
I told the chief we should go home. I told him.
To think the Fallen built all this. The knowledge they must have needed. Knowledge now lost.
Well, that reminds me, we had a new sword, didn't we? Well, that's definitely an improvement. We'll take it. Fallen Enforcer. We'll take that. Just want to go back around to this side real quick and just see if there's anything else over here. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright.
If this is like every other Fallen ruin,
then there'll be a lift.
onward and upward.
Well, I guess that's the lift then. Very cool. The lower ring. Let's just check something real quick. Because I'm probably not going to finish the whole thing tonight. Unable to save. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish all this tonight. I'd hate to have to start over. I guess we'll press on and see if we get to a save point. Let's check one more time. Oh wait, now we can save. Oh, okay, so maybe that was just that one spot. Okay. So I'm sure there'll be more opportunities to save.
Any idea what those are?
They seem to be containers of some sort. Or perhaps...
cages. Like some sort of twisted menagerie. But why here?
Maybe somebody wants to keep them as pets. Fallen belt. Ooh. Okay, let's take a look at that. It's not bad. A little bit stronger on the defense. Wonder if we'll get any more along the way.
How many of these things are there?
Contaminant detected. Releasing subjects Alpha to Epsilon.
Well, that's not a surprise.
Still alive. But this tower is more than 15 centuries old.
Why imprison creatures here?
Yeah, because I don't know if we'll finish the whole thing tonight. Might have to be a part 2 tomorrow.
That device. It glows just like the doors.
Development log entry 680925. Mitogenic reactor trial successful. 23 units of grade 3C crystal produced. Moving forward, all seeds fabricated from inorganic material are to be replaced with lab-grown organic specimens.
Organic specimens. So they were turning living creatures into crystals.
Fascinating. Ooh, nourishment bit. Let's see what that does. Is there anything for this yet? The Founder's Grasp. Although that's a little lower on defense than the item that we have. So let's take a look and see. Nourishment bit. Increase HP regain potential when taking damage while automatically restoring HP regain gauge. Escapement bit. Reduces ability cooldown and restores a small amount of the HP regain gauge. I'll keep what's equipped. Ooh, another challenger.
Of course they built more than one.
Though it appears this incarnation can fly.
Very well.
Well done.
Stand fast.
Nice. That's what I wanted to finish him off with. The Flames of Rebirth. Ooh. Very nice.
And that makes 2.
Yes, but of how many?
That depends on how determined they were to conceal their activities.
Well, so far they seem pretty determined. So it's good to check because they've had quite a few treasure chests so far. Seems like almost every floor has had one. Doesn't seem like there's one this time. Right, no, that was the way we came in. Am I missing something? Oh, there we go.
This is all too easy. If the tower is in control, why not simply disable the lift?
What are you suggesting, Joshua?
That it's hurting us.
Hey, if it thinks it can win.
There's an entire fleet.
I wonder if any are still capable of flight.
Mid will want to see this.
I gotta say, that's a hell of a view. Ooh, look at the craters. Wow, that's a hell of a view. Gosh.
Don't get surrounded.
Ooh, there we go. Fallen bracelets. So we got the fallen enforcer, the fallen belt, and the fallen bracelets. Okay, now that's a slight improvement on defense. We'll take that. Let's take in the view. So that's cool. So we get some new equipment too out of this. That's cool. Let's see, which way did we come from? I forget now. Did we come from this way or the other way? No, yeah. We came from this way.
Anomalous activity detected in Hangar Bay. Mobilizing Aegis units.
We're being watched. Then let's show them what we're capable of.
It's over.
Transferring Sentry Prototype AM2 to Stasis Silo West.
Ooh.
We'll just have to hope those crystals it's sporting are as worthless as the others.
Probably not. But it wouldn't be much fun if they were.
better not to think about it.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming to the stream tonight. Nice. Interesting. Aqueous Humorous.
Neural link lost. Re-establishing connection.
Imagine an entire war fought with these things.
The quantity of ether required to animate them all would be unfathomable. No wonder they were trying to manufacture their own crystals.
Unable to establish connection. Raising threat index.
It seems we've made an impression.
Perhaps the rest of the cages will open now.
Don't tempt fate, Joshua.
Forgive me, brother.
I think my favorite is probably Final Fantasy VII, the original. Final Fantasy VII, the original, is what really got me back into gaming when the PS1 first came out. I think if it hadn't been for that, I might not still be playing video games. Final Fantasy VII is probably my favorite. After that, it's hard to say, because I really like Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy 15, 16, obviously, Final Fantasy VII Remake, but yeah. Well, let's see, I wasn't really paying attention. What is going on here? But yeah, so I think classic Final Fantasy VII is my favorite. But I like other RPGs like Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is a good one. Wild Arms, Legend of Legaia. Really, any of those. And, do you play, Final Fantasy, Charles? Well, that reminds me, I also want to get the, Pixel remaster for the, classic games. I think it's Final Fantasies 1 through 6. Got the Pixel remaster. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I've never played Zodiac. How is it?
Is that living flesh?
I'm beginning to think this whole tower is alive.
Yeah, no, it is really cool looking. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't played Zodiac myself, so I don't know what it's like. It's one of those things, I've always kind of thought about it. I've just never gotten around to trying it. But I think at some point, I think I eventually will. I'll probably get it eventually. I also still haven't played the Crisis Core remake. I haven't played that yet. And I've heard really good things about that one, too. There's so many Final Fantasy games at this point. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 is another one. Oh yeah, no, that's cool. Nice. Level 49. I feel like, you know, maybe we're getting close to the end of this now.
Did the tower make this as well? Or is it some sort of corruption?
I don't know, but wouldn't you say it looks oddly familiar?
Oh, another boss fight. Or at least a mini boss. Well, he definitely wants to fight.
Born over 1,500 years ago. Yes.
Ooh, got me that time. Got a couple of good hits in. Got him. Nice. Ooh, revivement bit. Improves limit break induced enhancements while increasing HP regen during limit break by 50%. Also, if fatal damage is taken while the limit break is full, a limit break is automatically triggered, preventing KO. Ooh, that's interesting. Another one bites the dust.
Initializing emergency subroutines. Diverting reactor power.
I think it's getting ready to receive us.
Ah, there's another one of those devices.
Development log entry 750501. Average improvement of crystal resilience 492% when biological core exhibits high ethereal congruity. Specimens with a congruity rating of 7 or below are to be sent to B level for military repurposing.
Waste not, want not.
If all of this truly was the work of the Fallen,
Then they were closer to attaining godhood than we ever imagined.
No wonder Ultima struck them down.
Alrighty. Well, I think I might stop right here actually and finish. I think I might stop right here actually and finish tomorrow. Okay, so that's where we want to go. That's the way up. Or the way through. Okay, that's where we want to go. Where did we come down from? me see if I can save here. I can. Okay, I think I'm going to save here. Because it is 10:30, and I do have work in the morning, so I need to get to bed soon. So, for everybody that came to the stream tonight, thanks for coming. I appreciate the support. I hope you all enjoyed the show, and I hope you'll all be back for more again real soon. I think I'll be back playing tomorrow. Maybe we'll try to wrap this up then, and then the next time I stream next week, maybe I'll start playing a new game. But, yeah, though. So thanks again for coming tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon. And have a good night. Oop, wrong button.